Chapter 20 10 Words in Context. In a space provided, write the letter of meaning closest to that of each broadcast word. Use a context or the sentences to help you figure out each word's meaning. 1. Atrophy. Since atrophy means A. To grow, B. To waste away, C. To cause pain. The answer is B. To waste away. Since unused muscle atrophy, an arm or a leg that remains in a cast for some time becomes thinner. If you watch any more of those mindless television programs, my father said, your brain will atrophy. 2. Deplore. Deplore means A. To condemn, B. To ignore, C. To make worse. The answer is A. To condemn. Bernie deplored his co-workers' habit of taking home paper clips, scotch tape, pens, and stationery from the office, a practice he felt was dishonest. Many people deplore some of the content on the Internet but feel they must tolerate it because they disapprove just as strongly of censorship. 3. Deprivation. Deprivation means A. A deficiency, B. A feeling of disapproval, C. A strong desire. The answer is A. A deficiency. Children who spend their earlier years in institutions where they receive no love may suffer throughout life from the effects of this deprivation. Weight loss programs typically claim that their members experience no sense of deprivation. You will never be hungry, they promise. 4. Exacerbate. Exacerbate means A. To find the cause of, B. To relieve, C. To make worse. The answer is C. To make worse. Scratching a mosquito bite only makes it worse. Scraping exacerbates the itching and may even cause an infection. Instead of soothing the baby, the sound of the music box seems only to exacerbate his crying. 5. Imperative. Imperative means A. Impossible, B. Difficult, C. Essential. The answer is C. Essential. It is imperative that I renew my driver lesson today. It expires at midnight. It is imperative for this letter to reach Mr. Rivera tomorrow, the boss said. So please send it by express mail. 6. Mitigate. Mitigate means A. To relieve, B. To worsen, C. To reveal. The answer is A. To relieve. The disability resulting from Mr. Dobbs' stroke were mitigated by physical therapy, but he still has difficulty using his right arm. Tom usually mitigates the pains of a lost love. When Richard's girlfriend broke their engagement, he was miserable, but now the hurt is much less. 7. Objective. Objective means A. Personal, B. Open-minded, C. Persuasive. The answer is B. Open-minded. Scientists must strive to be totally objective in their observations and experiments, putting aside their personal wishes and expectations. All too often we let our own prejudice prevent us from being objective in judging others. 8. Panacea. Panacea means A. A belief, B. A basic necessity, C. A universal remedy. The answer is a universal remedy. My aunt considers vitamins a panacea. She believes that they can cure everything from chapped lips to heart disease. Ravi thinks his troubles would be over if he just had plenty of money. But money isn't a panacea. It couldn't solve all his problems. 9. Unprecedented. Unprecedented means A. Unheard of, B. Unprejudiced, C. Controversial. The answer is A. Unheard of. When Sandra Day O'Connor was named to the Supreme Court, her appointment was unprecedented. All the previous justices had been men. The Supreme Council was standing room only. This was unprecedented. The first time in our school history that the concert had been sold out. 10. Utilitarian. Utilitarian means A. Unique, B. Practical, C. Inexpensive. The answer is B. Practical. One difference between art and craft is that craft tend to be more utilitarian. They are generally created to serve a specific use. I prefer utilitarian gifts such as pots and pans to gifts that are meant to be just ornamental or beautiful. Matching words with definition. Following are definitions of the 10 words. Clearly write or print each word next to its definition. The sentences above and on the previous page will help you decide on the meaning of each word. 1. Exacerbate. To aggravate a situation or condition. Make more severe. 2. Mitigate. Mitigate to make less severe or less intense relief. 3. Unprecedented. Being the first instance of something never having occurred before. 4. Panacea. Something supposed to cure all disease, evils, or difficulties. Cure all. 5. Atrophy. To wear down, lose stress, or become weak as from disuse, disease, or injury, set of a body part, or wither away. 6. Deprivation. Lack or shortage of one or more basic necessities. 7. Imperative. Necessary, urgent. 8. Objective. Not influenced by emotion or personal prejudice. Based only on what can be observed. 9. Utilitarian. Made or intended for practical use, stressing usefulness over beauty or other consideration. 10. Deplore. To feel or express disapproval of. Caution. Do not go any further until you are sure the above answers are correct. Then you can use the definition to help you in the following practice. Your goal is eventually to know the words well enough so that you don't need to check the definition at all. Sentence check 1. Using the answer line provided, complete each item below with the correct word from the box. Use each rule 1. 1. When families go camping and decide to spend a whole weekend without pizza, and TV. Some kids think they are experiencing a great deprivation. 2. The last time I had a migraine headache, I tried draping a cold, wet cloth over my eyes to mitigate the pain and nausea, but they only got worse. 3. First-aid instructions usually advise against moving an accident victim because movement can exacerbate an injury. 4. The election of John F. Kennedy, a Catholic, to the presidency was unprecedented in American history. He was the first Catholic president. No one could deplore drinking and driving more than Elena. Her son was killed by a drunk driver. 6. Although an academic award is not meant to be utilitarian, one winner uses his as a paperweight. 7. If you find it difficult to be objective about your own writing, try asking a classmate to read it and give you an unbiased opinion. 8. Our city has many different crime-related problems, but the mayor has only one solution to offer: more police officers on the street. She believes an enlarged police force is a panacea. 9. When told that Miss Thoms was in conference and could not be disturbed, the caller said urgently, "It's imperative that I speak to her. Her house is on fire." 10. In Burma, some women deaden their necks by strangling them with camphor coil. This practice damages the muscles, causing them to atrophy. They become thin and weak. Note: Now check your answer to this question by turning to page 1038. Going over the answers carefully will help you prepare for the next two practices, for which answers are not given. Sentence check 2. Using the answer lines provided, complete each item below with two words from the box. Use each word once. 1 to 2. Hands Across America was a fundraising effort to help mitigate hunger in regions where deprivation was widespread. 3 to 4. Many people are so upset to change that they deplore as potentially harmful just about anything that is new and unprecedented. 5 to 6. It's hard to know what treatment is optimum for a sprained ankle. Walking on the ankle can exacerbate the injury, but if you don't work on it for a long time, the muscle will start to atrophy. 7 to 8. If you want to be objective, it is imperative that you put aside your emotions and prejudice. 9 to 10. In deciding which over-the-counter medicine to take, it's important to use utilitarian approach. Choose a drug for a specific purpose it serves, and don't rely on any one drug as a panacea. Final check. Thomas Dooley. Here is a final opportunity for you to strengthen your knowledge of the 10 words. First, read the following selection carefully, then fill in each blank with a word from the box at the top of the previous page. Context clues will help you figure out which words goes in which blank. use each would want. In the 1950s, a young American doctor named Tom Dooley arrived Laos in Southeast Asia. He was shocked by the ubiquitous sickness and poverty he found there. The people lived without plumbing or electricity, and they had no knowledge of health care or even of basic hygiene. For example, one boy with an affected leg had been told not to walk at all, which caused both of his legs to atrophy. The people's lack of knowledge was exacerbated by superstitions and by a reliance on well-meaning traditional healers who sometimes inadvert- inadvertently gave useless or harmful advice. They might, for example, advocate pig grease for a burn or treat a fracture by chanting. Dooley deplored the terrible deprivations he saw. He felt that it was imperative to help these communities learn about modern medicine, to help them apply objective scientific knowledge, and equally essential for them to relinquish their harmful superstitions. Dooley did not believe that modern medicine would be an panacea for every problem in Laos, but he firmly believed that he could at least mitigate the people's suffering. Dooley's utilitarian approach to health care, based specifically on practical instruction, was unprecedented. No one before him had tried to teach the communities how to care for themselves. Dooley believed that teaching was an integral part of medical care, that it was useless to treat symptoms and allow the cause to continue. So, subsidized by local governments, he set up hospitals and taught the rudimentary principles of hygiene, nursing, and medical treatment. Tom Dublin died at a tragically young age, but his work and techniques that guided it benefited countless people.